everybody, happy Wednesday. I'm Don Murray with StormMapping.com. This is your severe weather recap for Tuesday, May 12th, 2015. As expected yesterday, we had some isolated severe events occur across parts of the eastern seaboard, stretching into parts of the southeast and along the Gulf Coast. We even had some activity here across parts of the southwest, into parts of New Mexico and the Intermountain West with some higher winds and some hail detections here. Let's go ahead and take a little quick look across the country yesterday and see exactly where some of the active weather occurred. We had some wind damage reports here just south of Portland, Maine, with some trees and power lines down. We also had a nice little hail path here go just south of Boston with mainly 3/4 inch hail reported by spotters and also detected. Moving further to the south and west, we had some larger hail across parts of southern Virginia and also some wind damage reports here across parts of North Carolina, and also some more scattered hail reports here across parts of east central North Carolina. Further to the south, we had some more activity scattered about across parts of southeastern Georgia and also around southeastern South Carolina. Just west of Hilton Head, we had some hail and some higher winds reported with some wind damage reports just west of Hilton Head. Moving further to the south, the sea breeze has really been kicking into high gear across parts of Florida. It was 95 degrees yesterday in Tampa with dew points in the low to mid 70s. You get these sea breeze convergences that come off and they collide with each other, can really create some vigorous thunderstorms, and that's exactly what happened yesterday. 2 days in a row in Tampa where we had some pretty significant thunderstorms develop over the region. We had a 59-mile-an-hour wind gust here recorded in the city of Tampa. So that's definitely strong enough to do some minor damage, especially at some of those older roofing structures, and definitely enough to bring down some trees and power lines. We had a spotter report of 1-inch hail here just east of Citrus Park here in Hillsborough County, Florida. That's the county that seats the city of Tampa. And we also had some higher hail detections here from 1.5 to 2.2 around that spotter report. So it's definitely easy to say that there's a nice little corridor here of hail that fell for a pretty good extended amount of time, so I'm sure some residents here saw some pretty interesting weather. Today is another day where we can have more thunderstorms pop up as that sea breeze. It's actually a little early in the year for this in parts of Florida. You usually get this kind of activity going into June, July, and even August, but it looks like it's getting an early start. And then we take a look further to the west along the Gulf Coast. We had some more activity extending from parts of, from Mobile over into parts of Louisiana. We had some more hail, some isolated damaging wind reports. We even had a waterspout yesterday off of Galveston. There was a tornado warning for a while here, just north and west of Galveston. You can see here we had some hail detections here. No real notable damage there, just a nice little waterspout that we saw some video on social media off that. We also had some more reports here, some wind damage and some hail reports here in South Texas. And then also, of course, we had some more activities. New Mexico got in on the act with some hail detections here, and even parts of the Intermountain West. You see some higher wind reports here, some 50-mile-an-hour wind gust here across parts of Idaho. You can also see some of the scattered hail here out in the Intermountain West. Let's go ahead and take a look at where we sit overall for the month of May and where the most active weather has been. And it's actually pretty clear where it has not been active. You can see this nice little corridor here extending from parts of the southeast up into the mid Mississippi Valley, extending back. This nice little corridor here has really not had all that much for the month of May. And now it's also very obvious where most of the activity has been here. You can see here parts of Texas and even in Oklahoma and across the plains area. This is where our most active weather has been. This pattern does not really look to change over the next few weeks. It actually looks pretty similar. We have more activity that will probably be developing across parts of the plains later toward the weekend. Friday could be the start of another active severe weather pattern extending in through the weekend, and again moving into parts of the upper Midwest and Great Lakes into early next week. So that is your severe weather recap for Wednesday, May 13th, 2015. We are reviewing yesterday's severe weather impacts. Anything else occurs today, we will be doing another recap video for your Thursday, and then we'll also be getting a little more into the threat for severe weather upcoming this weekend and seeing exactly, get a little more details as we have a couple more model runs to look at. Definitely a few more things to look at before we nail down any specifics on any severe weather threats or timing throughout the weekend, so you definitely just want to stay tuned. You always want to stay weather aware. So, all right, everybody, have a good day. Thanks for watching this recap.